Yo, what's going on, guys? And today, surprisingly, we thought it was always going to be maybe the Clippers where you go back to Washington. Tyus Jones is taking a veteran minimum 1 year, $3.3 million deal, it seems like, and to go with the Phoenix Suns, who seemingly traded David Roddy for EJ Liddell so they could have a smaller cap hit. But Tyus Jones is now a Phoenix Sun, and shout out Adrian Wojnarowski for breaking this news. For me, I'm surprised, as I thought Tyus Jones was going to prioritize getting a paycheck, but I think what he's going to do. So basically, this year the salary cap only grew by 4%. Next year it's going to grow by 10% or more. I think it's at least 10%. So with that being said, your assumption is all right. At that point, let's just have Tyus come here, do a prove it deal. We know what Tyus can do. He set career highs this past season with the Washington Wizards as a starter, playing 29 minutes a night, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 7.5 assists, while shooting, like 48.9% from the field and 40% from three. And at this point with Tyus Jones, if you guys don't know what you're getting, this means they have a guy who can be their starting point guard. It's not a joke. You can move Bradley Beal to six man. I know people are going to be like, you're going to have 40-something million off the bench. Yeah, because if it can make Bradley Beal be a better player and more healthy, then you're going to do that for the sake of trying to make your team better. But we all know Tyus Jones is this super efficient lead guard who's trustworthy. He never turns the ball over, under one turnover per game for his career. He's a good creator. He's great out the pick and roll. He's considered one of the best backup point guards, and I think, his three-point shot's awesome. Yes, he's small in stature and isn't an elite athlete. He's not going to finish near the rim that much. He'll try defensively, but he can only do so much physically, as he's 6 foot, 185 pounds. But he's a great locker room guy. He won an NCAA double title, and the other thing is he does have a 6'5" wingspan, so it's obviously not the end of the world. But for a Phoenix Suns team that, if you look at what their depth chart was after going into free agency this year and trying to rebuild their bench, because the bench they had last year obviously did not work. But I think, again, it's a decent job of what they're going to be able to do if they have a guy who can be their starting point guard or just be a really solid sixth man for them, which for me I think is huge for this team, and it's going to allow them to be a better team, as they actually have a true ball handler, which they did not have last year. You can say what you want, but they did not have a guy who could handle the ball, and just having now Tyus Jones, who can be a guy, with Monte Morris and Damian Lee. They do have Colin Gillespie. They brought back Josh Okogie. They have Ryan Dunn. The bench now has Little Royce O'Neal, Bull, Iguodaro, and Mason Plumlee. I like this team, and I like this bench now. It's a lot better than what they were last year, and I think it's going to help them tremendously in terms of putting them in a position to be better. But so the Phoenix Suns sign Tyus Jones to a 1 year, $3.3 million deal. Shout out Adrian Wojnarowski for this news. Just very surprising that it happened. And I thought he was going to go, like I said earlier in the video, to Los Angeles or stay in Washington, just because we knew that was potentially where you could get the most money. But that's just going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good jazz. We'll talk later. Ready.